It might be. All right, can everybody please stand for the pledge of allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You actually said it this time.
This is the green red. This.
I didn't even turn.
We're plugged in.
Okay.
All right. Starting off with agenda adjustments, under other business, I'd like to add ARPA funds. Real quick. Anybody else have any other adjustments?
I can't write.
No. Nope.
Okey-dokey. Approval of the minutes from our regular meeting on November 14th, 2024.
I would approve with the correction on item B, 4B. Because we did take an action and it was not to pursue it.
Yep. Yeah, because we said we didn't have money for this year, so
Correct.
we chose not to pursue it this time.
Oh, yeah, and we were still under contract
Correct.
for, Trio,
Trio.
yep.
Other than that, it's okay.
I second with that correction.
I have a first and a second with the correction for item B. All those in favor? Oh. Same. Okay. All right, we have a couple of appointments for the registrar of voters and the deputy registrar of voters. For the 2025 year. Or excuse me, 25 and 26. For Kathy for the register of voters, and Aaron is a deputy from January 1 of 25 to December 31 of 26.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Just because you have to stack down on that end, so then we can just.
I
add
saw
them to the stack. Yeah, that's what I mean, then we can just add them to that stack. That way we don't get lost.
Really?
Yeah,
Alright, see, it's catchy first name.
ACO pay. Half up front and the other half at the end of the fiscal year. Eric has requested this. Aaron, do you have any other info on that?
I do not.
Now,
Okay.
Michelle, when we interviewed him, we talked that it was a quarterly
Yeah,
stipend.
we did
so-
talk about the policy,
So,
cause that led to a big discussion on reports. How to do reporting, cause he had some great ideas
Yeah.
for reporting.
Correct.
so yeah, by stipend policy, we can't pay him half and then half. It's done quarterly at the completion of reports, so. Jason, you're next.
Hi.
What's up?
So a couple weeks ago, we went to get fuel at the Big Apple and their pumps were down. So Andy let me fill up the tanker down there.
Mhm.
We fill the trucks when they get to 3/4 of a tank.
Yep.
Then that led into a discussion between me and Andy that. What are the chances we can figure out? Not gonna take the last 3 years and figure out the average of what we spent on fuel. And we just fuel the trucks up at the highway garage.
I think that's a great idea. It's
I thought we
way
already,
cheaper.
didn't we already talk about that at one point? I thought at
We
one
had
point over the
talked-
years. Okay, maybe it was something that.
No,
just
we
came up,
talked as a
never.
board, but
Okay.
it couldn't, no one could figure out how to,
Can we just, can
Bill
you
it.
do it off just number of gallons?
we don't have a reader, does it?
The pump has a,
Uh,
yeah, the
it
pump
does
has a
have a
meter
reader.
on it.
Okay.
That's what I was saying, could we just, cause it used to
I'm trying to
be,
keep it as simple as possible
Right.
for.
right. I was just thinking if we put a clipboard or something there at the pump. or, you know,
In the trucks.
yeah, that or in the truck or something, just so that. Cause like right now, and I don't know if Andy's doing it, but when Paul was there, if they fueled something up, it got written on the page on the desk in the office. So they had a rough count of how many gallons they had.
Yeah.
But if we could do something like that, then it would be easy just to say, you know, I don't know if at the end of the month or every couple months, all right, well, the last 2 months, highway used, I don't know, or fire used X amount of gallons at. This much is what we got charged when they came and dropped it off, so we'll journal entry, so much money out of this fuel line into that one. Or something,
So I'm assuming you're probably buying it cheaper than what. we're
Yes,
paying to make it.
much.
we have been, yeah, yeah,
No, I think that's a
So, yeah.
very smart idea.
So the
Very
only
cost
other
effective.
thing. Andy was gonna show me, he hasn't shown me yet where the breaker is to turn the pump on.
yep,
I just, I don't know, I guess I don't like the idea of everybody having to go into his office all the time to turn that on.
yeah, you gotta go in the garage and turn it on.
I don't know what it costs, like at work, all the forklifts and everything, they have a little key thing you stick in the pump.
Yep.
Activates it.
Right.
It also, I
Tracks
mean,
it,
ours is enough so it'll record what machine it's going
Right.
to.
right,
You don't necessarily need that. I don't know if we can look into something
I haven't looked
like
at those,
that, so we don't have to keep going in the building.
honestly, I haven't looked at those pumps in a while, but. Some of those that have the flip handle on them. That turns the pump on when you pull the handle out, have a hole for a padlock.
That'll work.
If we could
Mhm,
throw a padlock on it and just make a couple keys and throw a key like on each key ring for the truck or something, and then. Then we could leave the breaker on and just do it by. Padlock key maybe. I don't know,
We can look at that.
yeah, just an idea,
That seems like the most logical one. I think that one does have the setting like that, wouldn't it?
I didn't even pay attention.
Oh, so,
I had one on my site, but it's more of a private one.
oh,
Okay.
yeah, I never, got a response, did you? Okay. All right, yeah,
yeah. No,
this is
that
gonna be
works.
short and sweet, so.
That's the plan. Okay, yeah, no, we can, I would say, kind of chat with Andy and see what his thoughts are around. What there are for options and, I mean, we can do some digging too to see. But yeah, I think it makes sense to
Yes, definitely.
fuel them up down there. If we can get it cheaper, we might as well, cause. Might not save us a lot, but every little bit will. Help somehow.
And like with power, you know, get there, cause now.
Right,
We drive to Brennan's, hoping they have power.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, that makes sense, yeah.
And did you say the generator, they're supposed to be back tomorrow?
They are hoping to be back ASAP. They were hoping that they could get parts this week, but did not have a lot of faith in that.
The generator doesn't run in auto. I found that out.
Yours?
Last power outage.
Yeah, so Flanders
Yes.
came out, took a look at it. It's the auto start switch. They've got one on order. They said it's getting harder and harder to get parts for that thing because it's old as hell, but
That was gonna be my next thing was Flanders, Aaron found is the only one that will touch it because it's not a true Generac. So you might wanna look at just swapping that out.
How big is that one?
it runs both buildings, so. Not only is it affecting him when it doesn't kick on, it's hurting us too,
Wonderful.
so, yeah. Yeah, no, we probably might as well. I don't know if you can get someone to get your quote on it, we'll see what we can do to get it thrown in the budget, and
And that's a
since we're gonna start that next month, so.
that's a community benefit, also where it's a shelter.
It could potentially be, but yeah, we'll have to see some numbers first, I don't
Right,
even
but
know.
Mhm,
That's a
My
possibility.
guess is we're probably looking at 15 plus,
mhm.
probably.
Who did the one at the sewer plant?
Greg,
He installed the whole thing.
yep. Yep, and he did the one up to Virgin Street too.
Yep.
On that pump station, so,
And I think the one if I remember correctly, the one on Bixby was well. If I remember correctly, but
so we're probably not looking at much more than that then, if any more than that.
yeah. So
Cause isn't that 3-phase?
I would assume so with
With
the
the
size of
pumps,
the pump
I think.
that it's running.
But you're not, right? Your building's not, yeah, I don't think so,
Yeah,
so
so
it shouldn't be. Probably in their range.
get a quote from Greg and if it's,
Do one of you have his phone number?
I
Okay, great, so
I was gonna say the office stuff, but.
There's a card right here.
I'll,
Mhm.
yeah, I'll reach out to him, mention that, and I'll also reach out
Oh,
to Flanders the
yeah.
next time I talk to them and say, hey, let's shoot the quote on what it
Oh.
costs, you know, like for like,
Yeah.
just new.
Oh, that's me.
Obviously not like.
As soon as you got it.
It's me.
Yeah, I mean, I can call Flanders tomorrow, that's not a big deal.
Good times.
Mhm.
Anything else? Yeah,
Would you like to see this, Jason?
What's that?
Would you like to see this? It's cold, but with your heat pumps.
Oh, no, Sean and I thought.
Okay.
From what he told me, the cost of electricity was to run those, so I don't even see where it's worth doing.
Well, I'm not entirely sure it is either, but.
depends on if you're running them by themselves or in combination with something else.
It's like Greg told him each unit was gonna be like 50 a month. And electric.
That seems like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of the push is like,
Buildings. 250 a month, now you're gonna add that much to it?
Well, the push is for efficiency, so if it's gonna raise the electricity that much, that's not very efficient.
I know the ones that we bought, one of the models that we bought for the school was like $2 a day. Is what they were telling us it would be, it'd be $2 a day to run. So that's not 250,
Yeah, that's a
but
big difference.
Unless I misunderstood Sean, I don't know.
I don't know if it says in the rest of the info or not.
maybe 250 a year.
Cause those will do heating and cooling, right?
Right, yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't say in any of this.
Hmm.
Something else to look at.
yep. Patriot renewable money,
Yes, that was up to you. That, what? Read your minutes. You were gonna work on an application thingy.
for the heating assistance,
Oh.
do your homework.
Oh, no. Busted.
It's been a long month, guys.
Yes, it has.
We can,
I need a reminder.
we can.
Oh,
table
there's
it
your
at the
reminder.
next Meeting.
Okay.
You
Your
can
elf
just,
can do it tomorrow morning. Yeah, my elf can, I'm gonna charge elf marshmallow with that task.
that's funny.
And you know how that goes for you.
All right. Let me write myself a note here. Heating assistance application.
Yes, we had one. Pretty well.
Yeah, I
done
gotta
last
find
year.
it. That was I was supposed to do. I was supposed to find it.
Just reminding you.
Okay, people.
All right. On to floodplain management ordinance.
Do you have it?
You do? Yeah, I do.
I don't wanna look any further. I was here the other that night, so.
So we have the updated copy of the floodplain ordinance. So for our review, and as long as you guys are good with it, I will send this along with the others that I have sitting in my email to Alex. Now that I have the engagement
I was
letter.
gonna say,
Yep, I have the engagement letter, have signed it and sent that back to them,
Okay.
so we are on board now.
so extreme, getting me such a day.
I did read through this.
There's a few typos in there.
Yeah, that was the only thing, there's a few typos, but the other changes looked. It was just like, elevation, couple of elevation changes.
It was all per the state.
Yeah,
the
for
new
the state
one.
and
Very
then,
much
Mirroring.
Yeah. right. But yeah, other than. I don't know, I didn't highlight it well, I read it on my computer, so. I'm good with that, so I make a motion to approve that.
Second.
Okay.
Ship it along.
All those in favor for sending this on for legal review? Okay, perfect. Other business, ARPA funds. So our COVID money, ARPA funding is due, finished, final spent by the end of this month.
Where are we on that?
So I have an email, not today, sorry, I'll read email. Where'd it go? There. So last week, or excuse me, Monday, Tricia sent me an email saying she submitted the ARPA report for $116,100.88 that we've been awarded. So far, we've used $94,201.59, leaving a balance of $21,899.29,
Oh, no, slow down, 21,000 what?
$899.29
Okay, thank you.
to utilize ASAP.
Yeah.
And she has indicated that that is obligated in the report, obligated.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to read small text. In the report so that they know we do have plans to spend the money. The 21,000, take away the 16,570.66 for Neocraft for the sign.
How much for Greg?
And there's an invoice in one of those APs for 1,500 for Greg for the
Okay.
sign. Which leaves us 3,828.63. So I finally got a response from, where is he? Scott from Work Group Tech about Zoomifying the room, as Michelle calls it. And so, yeah, the hardware configuration that they built was over $15,000 before adding in screens and or labor. We're going to be in roughly the $23,000 range when that's said and done. I can do a formal quote, but assume this was out of the budget.
We have 3,000.
And that's,
So it was
Yes.
so out of the budget.
so it's a long way out of the budget.
So. Our speakers out of the budget. Just, you know, how,
Microphones, you mean?
whatever, yes. Like the school board had the, you know, they tap the button and then
Yes, we can afford.
we can't afford those either. Okay.
Well, we'd have to have an audio system, which if you put it all together. I could price it, but it would be more than, I'm pretty sure it would be more than that, yes.
We do have those little speakers, I just haven't figured out how to hook
I
them
saw
up
those the
yet.
other night.
Yeah.
Cause those were supposed to come on the table so that everybody can be heard. But I don't, I think we need another like plug-in, we don't have enough of,
Probably.
we don't have enough plugins. So, That's hooked back up.
They're
That's
also Bluetooth, so we can.
Ah, well, I didn't I didn't look into them that much, but all
Yeah.
right.
That's why we have a tech guy.
So we still have if we do still wanna do something with microphones or whatever, we do have the 3,500-ish in that, access channel
Access.
reserve account from years ago that we've been saving for that.
So,
But, so one thing I thought of, because this is something that we have to get spent
Now.
like tomorrow to get the invoices done and everything paid. The other thing we could do, similar to what Dixfield did, we could do our office computer refresh. That we've been postponing, trying to find money for the last couple months.
how much is that?
If we took out. The two that we don't, make sure I took my math right before I did these numbers. I love it when my phone doesn't work. So if we did that, it would be 39,14,42. Sure. So we'd only have to come up with $85.79 out of our budget to do it.
We have to be able to do that. If that's an allowable thing.
Many others have done device
I
refreshes.
know, I just, I'm not quite sure how that all flies, but that's not my cost.
And. You know,
Yeah, you're looking up definitions
Yeah.
for the, yeah.
In the meantime, while you're looking that up, I just wanna give a shout out to our plow guys who have had to work nights every storm.
And holidays.
And holidays, yes. Cause we haven't had a lot of storms, but they haven't been easy ones.
No, and they've done a really good job keeping the roads
Yeah, they have.
clear and.
Yep. Yeah, even with this rain, there was no puddling up because roads weren't back far enough, so. Or banks weren't back far.
Who's your plow guys?
Andy and David Lee. Andy Cohen, David Lee Noise,
Andy Cohen,
CONANT,
Conan, yeah. And who's the other one?
David Lee Noise, NOYES.
David Lee,
Yeah, LEE.
NOYES.
Correct. Yeah. Aaron, can you repost for the one-time driver position again?
I thought he had someone.
Yeah,
Said-
we've got someone.
And he told me.
Okay, good. I'm always really is on our roll, no big deal. Is that guy gonna take it full time? He didn't think he
And he
was, so,
started around with him today, is how I saw.
okay, well, he didn't think he was last I knew, so.
Not Rodney, but somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah, Ryan Hutchinson and Ryan's agreed to be a backup for that.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna be back up.
So eligible uses for funding. Municipalities are granted flexibility in choosing how they will spend their ARPA funds. As outlined in final rule, funding must fit into one of the following categories. Responding to public health and negative economic impacts of the pandemic. Providing premium pay to essential workers, providing government services to the extent of revenue loss. Making necessary investments in water, sewer, and infrastructure. Disaster relief, surface transportation, CDBG grants.
So you could somewhat slide it under, not under infrastructure.
Goes under broadband infrastructure.
How
Mhm.
much money do you have in this?
We had originally,
Nobody got.
Do you have anything you need for fire? Like, I know one thing that,
I was gonna say, just slide the generator under that.
there won't be enough.
Three, yeah.
It's only 3,000.
Oh.
38, yeah.
No, I know, I can't remember who I just saw. There was an article, it might have been Dixfield, just bought a set of turnout gear out of ARPA funding.
How much is your turnout?
$3,000, please.
Do we need one?
I can't remember what I put in the budget this year. I didn't put enough, because I didn't think we needed one, but I forgot Riley was 18 in April, so she needs a year.
Yep.
I was just gonna order it and take it slightly.
How quick could we get invoiced for it?
Oh, that's it.
Because it has to be spent before the end of the month.
Yeah, so if we could,
That's why I was asking. And I'd rather I'd like to do the computer refresh, but that is a lot easier to meet the grant requirements
Yes.
than the
Mhm.
computer refreshes. Because I've heard of some others in one of the other federal grants, not this ARPA one, but some of the ESSER grants that came out of the same funding source have been turned down on the refund payments because of supplanting and instead of and not following the exact needs,
yeah, I don't wanna have to repay even if.
and I'd rather not repay. But
I'll answer for you shortly.
Okay.
but yeah, that would be an easy way. If there's any fire equipment, any turnout gear or whatever that we could stick in there,
Mhm,
that would easily fall under
mhm. Public safety.
one of those. Yeah, I was just trying to get back up there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have 3,828.63. Is what Tricia says we have left.
She did include the Medicare payment into,
This
I'm
is what I was
seeing-
given. I
yeah.
haven't seen the breakdown, so I don't know what's in the breakdown.
I got the same email Brian got.
I still can't get in my flipping email, town email, cause of,
Oh.
they won't come up and help me.
Somebody has nothing else to do.
I know. What I'm saying.
Could we buy a stockpile coal patch or additional sand if nothing else?
And that would be infrastructure, yeah, infrastructure.
I believe we're set on sand, but
Doesn't go bad.
this is true.
True story.
35.50. Minus tax, cause he didn't.
Right,
Right.
so 34, yeah, 35.
That's close enough, because that will figure in a little bit of error.
So I'd like to make a motion to use the rest of the ARPA funds, the 38.
28.
28, to designate that to the fire department to purchase turnout gear,
1 sec.
Assuming
Once
that they can
turnout
meet the
gear.
deadline.
as long as we can get invoiced in time.
Perfect.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for the leftover 38,28,63 to go for fire department equipment. Assuming we can get it done in time, and if not, if you can let us know, we'll repurpose. All right. Approval of any other business?
Wreaths Across America, Saturday, Hillside Cemetery, 1 o'clock.
Movie. Saturday's gonna be a busy day.
Oh,
Saturday's a
Saturday is a
very
busy
busy
day.
day.
There's also
Actually,
breakfast
for me.
with Santa, Region 9 from
Yeah.
8 to 10.
Yeah.
There's Wreaths Across America at 1 o'clock. There's Polar Express at 6 o'clock at the Canton Historical Society. We have a busy Saturday ahead.
We did. Then we have the lighting of the memorial tree at Bradbury Memorial Chapel at 5 o'clock on Sunday.
On Sunday.
So. And sometime we
We are a
rest.
busy little town.
This time of year.
Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
The chapel looked beautiful when I drove by.
isn't it amazing when that, yeah.
Caught me off guard, you know.
Wait a minute, why is that lit up? Approval of the warrants, AP warrant 99, 4,067.95, 49, 30,433, 443.99, number 50, 7,277.95, number 52, 13,969.21, number 100, 1,132.08, 54, 118,824.37. Payroll warrant number 48, 4,883.42, 5,417.99, 6,504.22, and last number 55, 5,749.22.
Motion to approve as read.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the warrants. All those in favor? Okay. Public comment.
Arrow to deadline.
I know we're working on it now, the sooner the better.
I'll try and get something by the end of the weekend.
That'd be perfect, thank
I was kind of holding off until the Wreath Festival was done, so sure I could include that.
I did
I don't know if
win
you-
again.
I don't know if you guys saw how well we did.
Yes.
Is it 4,000 something?
41.
Yeah.
you. Very nice.
Really good.
Amazing. I didn't want a wreath either. Bryce won a wreath.
What'd you think?
My mother won a wreath. Yes, she did.
What was this for?
Our auxiliary, for the past 12 years.
Is it gonna be on?
I'll have you come and look at it and put it in paper.
Yeah,
Um,
for next
They
year.
get donations of wreaths of any theme and whatever, and they raffle them off, kind of like the tree festival in Wilson.
When was it?
It's always the Saturday, Sunday after Thanksgiving, and then the next two, so the first two Saturdays in December.
So you made $4,122, and what do you do with
The auxiliary just helps support the fire department with purchases, so we can buy things and not have to put it into our budget. They have a long list of things they bought for us already.
What were some of the things they bought?
They bought your airboat
They
one.
bought an inflatable boat,
Did they buy the trailer?
They came with the trailer.
No, the sign trailer?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
they bought us our traffic control trailer and a bunch of signs and put in that. I think some of the bigger things. When they first formed, they bought the Polaris Ranger that we have and the tracks that are on it for winter use. And then they also, anybody that has a fire or major issue, they donate money to them as well.
Committee reports.
I already said mine.
They pretty much already did yours. The reports, even committee we already mentioned,
No, nothing's going on with rec right now,
pretty
and,
quiet.
We all
yeah,
spoke out of line, so we're good.
events, and, yeah, no, we're good.
Christine,
Nothing,
nothing.
nothing.
Aaron, do you have anything?
Yeah, just the bad attitude committee, it's, you know, small.
Keep it yourself then.
Alrighty then,
Motion to adjourn.
I have a
Second.
motion and a second, all those in favor? Thank you,
Boom, boom.
we are done, that's the quickest one we've had in a while.
It is, yes. Thank you, Aaron.